distance and direction of the object using microwaves. Teleprinting. Messages can be typed and telegraphed to the distant receiver. Now, another very important issue that we shall be dealing at present. This is its digital signal. Digital signal, it's a discontinuous function. Digital signal is basically, it's a discontinuous function, and analog is a continuous function. Note that analog is continuous and this is digital signal is discontinuous. And as we have got the stairs, either the value is 0 or the value is 1. So this is a pulse when value changes from 0 to 1, and this arrow along the time axis, this gives us, you can say, these terms, they are very much important for digital communication. Along y-axis, we have taken either EMF or current. Along x-axis, as usual, we have taken time. Now here, at this point, the pulse rises, and this is this gap shown by the arrow. This is the pulse direction, and here pulse falls. Amplitude is fixed, it is always 1. And this is the pulse amplitude. This is pulse amplitude, you can say. Now, what are the basic characteristics of a digital signal? Basic characteristics of a digital signal is pulse amplitude. First, pulse amplitude, as it has been shown in the above diagram. Pulse amplitude. Then we have got pulse duration, time for which the pulse remains 1. And then the pulse width, it's an important part as well. Then the pulse position from where it starts. So these are the main characteristics of a digital signal: amplitude, duration, width, and position. In case of analog system, it is the amplitude, time period, frequency, and wavelength. These are the important points. Now, examples of digital signal: lattice printed on a book. Now, the lattice, it is either black, fully black, or white. It means if I give 0 to white and 1 to black, so this can be expressed in digital form. And listing of any data. Output signal from digital computer is always digital, and electronic transmission document at a distance placed via telephone line or fax. All these are digital system. Now we have got the schemes for digital signals, and schemes for this. First is binary coded decimal. First scheme is binary coded decimal. In this case, digital signal is either represented by 0 or by 1 in binary coded decimal. And then we have got ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Interchange, ASCII. And ASCII, we have got a group of bits. Now here we have got important concepts that you will be listening in modern days. One is a group of bits is called word or byte. 8 bits form 1 byte. Byte made of 2 bits gives us 4 code. For example, 00, 01, 10, and 11. 2 bit gives us 4 codes, remember. Number of code combination. If there are 2 bits, then it gives us 2 raised to power 2, 4 codes. If there are 3 bits, 2 raised to power 3, 8. If 4, then 2 raised to power 4, 16. If 5, then 2 raised to power 5, 32. On the same lines, 8-bit byte, it gives us 256 code combinations. A rectangular wave can be treated as superposition of sinusoidal waves of frequency nu naught, then 2 nu, and then 3 nu. And the last one is n nu naught. Nu naught is written here, where n is an integer. So what is important is any rectangular wave can be expressed in the form of sinusoidal wave, or you can say a digital signal can be expressed to be a sum total of analog signal. Here they have shown in this diagram, you can say this is the digital signal. We have got a pulse. It can be shown to be made up of a large number of analog signals. And this particular theorem, which says that a digital signal can be broken up into a number of analog systems, this is called a Fourier theorem. And this number of analog signals, they are called harmonics. It means a digital signal is made up of a large number of harmonics. Harmonics may be higher or lower. Now, system and specification. For example, fax. Now, fax is outdated. Now, faxes, this involves exact reproduction of the document. Document is transmitted over the transmission channel, and picture here is static. You can say it just reproduces the original document. Mobile phone or cellular phone. Such phones are called cellular phones because they operate within a radio cell. They operate within a radio cell. And then you have got email. Email works on a computer network. And then we have got teleconferencing, in which person sitting at a colored television screen can see and talk to each other via computer communication. For example, these days teaching is taking place through telecommunication, or you can say video conferencing, or video classes or online classes. And even my lecture will be seen by you just as due to this online processing. Now the next is communication satellites. Communication satellites, they are used for radio communication, and then television programs or telecommunication. GPS, everyone is using GPS these days. So it's a navigation system which lets you know your own location as well as the other location that you desire. The user can find their position within 100 meters by receiving it. And in modern times, we have developed Unicode system. Initially, we have got ASCII. ASCII system, it has got only 256 codes. So initially, English and Greek words, they were used. But now computer has spread to whole of this world, and other languages, they have also to be incorporated. Now this ASCII standard, which was 8-bit standard, it has been converted into 16-bit standards. 16-bit standards, we can have 2 raised to power 16 binary codes, and this 2 raised to power 16 code combinations, it can cover all languages, Punjabi, Hindi. And in Unicode, you don't need to install a font. Till now, you could have heard if you have to type in Punjabi, Hindi, or in any other language except English, then you have to install a font. Because we don't have code combinations. We have restricted number of code combination to 56, but in Unicode, there is a huge number of code combination. And due to that huge number, all the languages of the world, they can be, you can say, covered in this system. And this finishes my today's lecture. And in my next lecture, I shall be proceeding ahead from this Unicode. As I have already told you that now I will take a regular lecture. Videos will be uploaded regularly on theory lectures, numericals, NCERT problems, as